something more about the film?
I think ये जो film है it's a little special film in my career actually, and it's my second film with Buddhadev Das Gupta. And जो कहानी है एक एक्चुअली गराज की मैकेनिक की है. एक मैकेनिक है जो गराज में काम करता है, बहुत ही सिंपल आदमी है. और किसी भी हमारे देश में या किसी भी कस्बे में कहीं भी कोई भी आदमी है तो ये देख रहा है इंटरव्यू या जो फिल्म देखे या पढ़ेगा. It's a very special film in my career, especially for two reasons. One is that it's my second film with Buddhadev Das Gupta. The previous film I did with him was a film called Top, which in English means The Bait, which opened at the Toronto International Film Festival last year. And I think secondly because I'm at a 1 minute. हाँ मैं वो रेडियो बंद ही कर देता हूँ, मेरा फोकस जा रहा है उसमें. 1 मिनट हो.
Okay, so firstly, welcome and congratulations for Urojahaj. People are appreciating it, the character as well as the film's trailer. But tell us something more about the film.
The film is actually a story of a common man, and it could be any common man from anywhere in our country. A simple man living in a village, working in a garage, and trying to make his lives meet. But he has only one dream in his life, which is to fly, and he wants to fly to different countries with his family, with his wife and his little kid. And so many of us, not so many, I think every one of us, anyone, any human being has basic desire, which is, and everybody dreams to be doing something else or wants. And without dreams or aspirations, I think there is no point of existence for human being.
Right.
बिकॉज जिस दिन सपनों की मौत, ऐसे काफ़ी कवियों ने भी कहा है कि जिस दिन सपनों की मौत हो गई उस दिन इंसानों की मौत हो जाती है. तो ये वही कहानी है. तो आई थिंक ये कोई भी इंसान, कोई भी दर्शक अगर इस फिल्म को देखेगा, ये कहीं ना कहीं उसको कनेक्शन इस फिल्म से होगा कि ये शायद हमारी ही कहानी है. तो आई थिंक दैट्स द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट एनी फिल्म और एनी स्टोरी. when it connects with the common man, I think that can live forever.
राइट, एज ए सेट कि बहुत सारे लोग जो भी इस फिल्म को देखेंगे वो रिलेट कर पाएंगे. बट व्हेन यू वर प्लेइंग द कैरेक्टर, व्हाट वाज दैट वन थिंग व्हिच यू रिलेटेड इन योरसेल्फ द मोस्ट?
One thing which is actually very simple. When I was growing up in Delhi in my Bengali middle class family, my parents had very strict instructions, because to be in a service, get married, have kids like a normal family, and carry on with your khandan and family, whatever. But somehow I got addicted to theatre. I got bit by the acting bug, and that sort of gave me this whole sort of wings to fly. But I never started doing acting because to become a movie star. It started with this whole journey of getting to dream of being somewhere else in this so I remember when I first time I got on stage, my first character I did, I played a role of a girl, of a woman, because I was understudying was one part in a very famous play by Vijay Tendulkar called Gidh, and it was the role of a woman, and a day before the show I think the actress ran away. Some problem happened with the director, and I got to play the woman, and so I put up a sari with the makeup and everything, and I got to play that part. So I think this world of acting and scripts and stage and lights, that sort of I related with this character. He's like someone who's dreaming and he doesn't know what's going to happen next,
Right.
So that way.
Okay, so as I said, this is the second film with an award-winning, national award-winning director. So even you have an interest in direction, and even you direct yourself in some short films and all. Is there any inspiration which you take it from him?
Of course. I actually I've been writing for a while now. For the past 4-5 years, I've been writing my own films and script and short stories and things like that. Because and while I started writing, I started working with different directors, whether it's Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Mr. Subhash Ghai, Imtiaz Ali, Rajakrishna Menon, Vishal Bhardwaj, and Nandita Das and Buddhadev Das Gupta. And with all these accomplished, acclaimed filmmakers, I was also playing my part because I was being paid to do a character in their films, but I was also constantly being on set to understand the process of filmmaking, how they call their shots, how they do the shot division in a film, in a scene, why are they lighting from this axis, and so everybody has a different style of shooting a film, and that's where sort of my another dream has begun in me to make my own films, and to so this is I like the camera department. It's my most favorite aspect of filmmaking, where how they're lighting and how they're shooting a scene, changing a lens, and so all that sort of I learned. And from Buddhadev Das Gupta, mostly his films are one takes, because these are the directors, they used to shoot on negatives, on film stock. So they normally don't, they like the rehearsal and one take, and they don't really give you another take. And in terms of lensing and framing, it's just the camera is just moving in one speed, and you realize that it started from a very wide angle to almost like a small little, it comes to almost like a close-up. I hope if it's fine, right? Yeah.
Okay, so as you said, you have learned and you take a lot of things from the director you have worked with. Which is that one director who has his unique style of direction, and you have taken that thing from him?
Any one director?
Any one director.
Oh, that's a very difficult question, because most of the directors I have worked with have been master in their craft. Whether it's Vishal Bhardwaj or Mr. Menon or Sanjay Gupta, everybody has a very unique way of shooting a film. Some people like the style, some people like the music, some people like the frame, some people like the poetry. And so I think since recently I worked with, I actually like to work with lady directors a lot, like women directors. I think, and I worked with two of them. I did one film called Island City with I forget the name of my director, Ruchika Oberoi. So Ruchika was this director, passed out from FTI, and she did this beautiful film called Island City. And the way she was on set, it's very, I find that it's like the Vatsalya ras, it's like the how you treat your kids, your child. It's very, very mellow. And same with Nandita also. When she was directing me in Manto, it was just so beautiful the way she treated her actors, very motherly, and there was a different. Women bring in different energy on set, I think, and especially when you are the boss on set, I think it gives a very unique mix of power and also the, how do I say, just the mellow form of. So I really enjoy working with Nandita and Ruchika and all this. And not with male directors, but it was a different experience for me.
Okay, so talking about Bollywood, whichever character you have played, you have critically got acclaims.
Yeah.
You have been appreciated for the characters you have played, but somewhere or the other, working into the regional cinemas, did that affected working into Bollywood in your career?
No, actually, not at all. Actually, my drive was to tell stories, to be part of unique stories and films. Like the Bengali films I did there have been pretty successful and critically acclaimed. Like and with director like Anirudh Roy Chaudhary, who later on made his film called Pink. So I acted in a film by him. With Prosenjit, the biggest superstar of Bengal. Then I did one film with Anjan Dotto. He's one of the leading filmmakers and musician of Bengal. Buddhadev Das Gupta. So I think, and also since I am a Bengali and I've grown up watching Mrinal Sen and Ritvik Ghatak and Sati Ray and all these kind of films, which my mother ironically introduced me to, which I think is. She must be blaming to introduce me to such kind of cinema, because then I had to leave home to become an actor and could not become IAS or IPS or an engineer or a doctor. But yeah, so that was my connect with Bengali cinema, and that's why I thought that if I'm a Bengali and if somebody has offered me a story, then I should just try it out, and it actually did well. Because recently we showed Urojahaj in the Kolkata International Film Festival and there were 1100 people sitting in the audience, and everybody sort of just rose in the end to, so that 1100 people clapping at the same time for you for a regional film in Calcutta for Bengali, because Bengali festival going audience and film audience are like the serious film people, like they are serious cinephiles. If they think that this is bullshit or this is not really good, they tend to walk out and hoot or whatever. I mean, nobody would sit around for 2 hours watching a film, and there were people sitting on the aisle, and so it was a unique experience. So yeah, so I balance between Hindi and Bangla, and now I've moved into digital space also, so it's a lot of balance I do, and then I make my own films also. So yeah.
So now you're working very well. Now your mom is happy, satisfied with you, or
See,
still she has
is your mom happy with what you're doing?
No.
I don't think that will ever happen. I think Indian mothers and parents, they'll never be content with what you're doing. Even if I become someone really big, or whosoever I become, like, but she keeps me grounded actually. She's the one who doesn't care, anything about what I'm doing, and but her questions are sometimes really stupid, like, why are you at home and when is your next film coming, and tends to forget. She keeps mixing up my shoot stories with, so what happened to that film you did with that guy, did it release? And I said, Ma, it released, it's here. So for her it's like she doesn't really understand who I am and what I do actually. So yeah.
Okay, so are your future plan, like in future would you like to get into an directions?
Yeah, certainly. That's my.
Are you like writing something for, not for yourself, but
I'm actually writing. Yeah, my plans. I have plans for the next decade, which is I want to make, produce, write, shoot my own films. I really get inspired by filmmakers like Guru Dutt. Out of all, I mean, I think he's someone who I really, really look up to, and Raj Kapoor Sahab, Woody Allen, or sometime when I just saw this film, A Star Is Born by Bradley Cooper. So I really appreciate actors who tend to bring in sort of direction to a story. For that matter, Greta Gerwig, there's this New York-based actress who's turned director recently. When I saw her first film, Francesca, which was a Noah Baumbach film, and she wrote the script, acted in it. Then suddenly, a few years later, she directed Lady Bird, won an Oscar, and now she again directed a film. And she's an actor, and she likes to experiment with direction. So I like such kind of art form where actors are someone like Girish Karnad, like trying to write and act as well as direct sometime. So that's the form I want to challenge myself in. I mean, sometimes I would be acting in my own film, sometimes I'll be hiring or inviting other actors to collaborate with me to tell a story. Yeah, so that's what I want to do.
Okay, so besides Urojahaj, there are 2 more films which you're going to work with. If you can tell us about that too.
As of now, actually, films, I'm not doing anything. There is so Urojahaj is going to release in December. There's another very interesting film I did called Dheet Patange with Adhikari Brothers. So that's going to come online soon with on some portal. I think it's going to come on Hotstar.
Okay.
Then I did the series called Kali, the season 2 of that with Pauli Dam, which is like a thriller where I actually play underworld Don who is physically impaired. So the whole series I'm on a wheelchair trying to control the gang war. That was, I think, very interesting because normally you see drug lords to be going very Al Pacino on Dog Day Afternoon kind of thing, but this was like I'm a physically challenged guy who's controlling a drug trafficking. That is one which is going to come. Then I did one series called Cheesecake with TVF. That's my first association with them. So I did an interesting cameo in it, which is, I think the trailer is going to come out today. And yeah, and lots of series actually, I finished one series called Brahm with Kalki, which is on air right now. And I did a This year actually I did a lot of digital work.
Digital
I
work,
did Sholay Girl with Bidita Bagh, which premiered on Z5, and it did really well. You know, like Rajiv Masan reviewed it, and all the main film critics that reviewed the film and gave us very good reviews. So I think that's the space I am in right now. A lot of great.
Enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it actually, and that gives me the time to write my own stuff also. And I actually have made another film of mine. It's a 40-minute film, and I'm gonna start traveling with it to the festival. It's called So Sicily. So I co-directed with my friend Jay Sharma. I wrote it, acted, produced, and only 3 of us made that film. It's a 3-crew film, and we shot on iPhone. So that's the one I'm actually looking forward to show to the world.
Okay, so lastly, something for your fans.
Something for my fans. I think stick around for me, and keep showing me. And I mean, I get a lot of messages online on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram from a lot of you people who may not be a very big family in millions, but few thousands I have. They really, you guys support me and tell me what to do, and you are the real artistic lovers who really inspire me and keep me going. So thank you so much, and I'll keep working hard for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. पंखा चला दें उषा जी? हाय.